Guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. Full-time result at Craven Cottage, Fulham 2, Arsenal 1. And listen, I'm so disappointed with that result. So disappointed. We got off to a good start. You know, we took lead straight away. Saka managed to get that goal nice and early, 5 minutes in, and it was looking kind of hopeful, like, yeah, we're gonna win this game. And yeah, we just threw it away. You know, Fulham managed to get equaliser. Half time, it's 1-1, and then we throw it away. I am actually getting a bit concerned. You know, I'm not underestimating any team, not underestimating a team like Fulham or anything like that. But today's game, really and truly, we should have won it. Like, how are we losing? We're in a Premier League title race. How are we losing to Fulham? Like, that starting 11 that Mikel Arteta put out, that was a good starting 11. That is what I wanted to see. He's made changes. Why have we gone out and not been able to win? Why have we not been able to win the game? Like, I'm absolutely gutted. Adriano saying, hello, nice to see you. Not good for Arsenal today. They need to regroup and move on to the new year. Let's go. Yeah, well, it would have been nice to start the new year on a high, on a big high, top of the table, you know, bouncing back from our defeat against West Ham, coming into this game. You know, it looked like we wanted to win the game, and then we end up just throwing it away. Like, this is so disappointing. Haysha, bad luck, and Arsenal couldn't win on off. Yeah, exactly. I'm bloody disappointed that we didn't manage to win, especially like Fulham. I can't lie, like they had some players that were quite pacey, that showed a lot of pace. So I was happy, you know, even that we did start with Kivior to be able to sort of handle Bobby over on that left hand side. And once again, we just struggled. How are you? I'm not bloody good, mate. Honestly, like, we came into this game confident, wanting to win. It needs to stop. We really need to figure out what is going on. It feels like we are on a decline. It doesn't feel like we're sort of picking up and moving forward. Abby's also feeling disappointed. I can't lie, man. This one hurts a lot. Like, we were so confident, feeling like, yep, we're going to come into this game and we'll win. We'll get something. Even like last minute, the final dying minutes of the game, like just trying to salvage a point. How are we trying to salvage a point against Fulham? Shah, that was horrendous. That was absolutely horrendous from the team. I'm asking a lot of questions now. What do we need to do in order to get some results? Because we made changes. We put out a different starting 11. We brought on a bit more of a defensive-minded left back in Kivior. We did notice, though, with Kivior dropping into the midfield position, I felt like that left a bit of space, which sort of allowed Fulham to sort of get back. That's how we sort of conceded that first goal, you know, with Kivior dropping into the midfield. Maybe we just need to sort of go back to basics and not try to over complicate things too much. You lot need a proper striker. We do, man. Like, this is an absolute joke that we're not able to score goals. You can have Kel on January transfer window. Well, thank God, transfer window is open soon, and we can look into getting a striker. But even defensively, like, we need to be more solid at the back. Keep smiling, stay strong. I'm so upset, but I'm used to this. Every away game, we normally lose. You look fit, love your workout too. Just seeing them. Oh, I'm glad something's made you smile today, because, you know, definitely I'm not smiling right now. I don't really want to lose hope straight away, you know, on the back end of a defeat, but I am getting slightly concerned now. The fact that, you know, we're not able to bounce back from these defeats. Today was a game where we should have really have bounced back, picked ourselves up, and managed to get the 3 points. But from the way we was playing, our performances just ain't the greatest. Like, Fulham looked like they wanted it more. They came into this game on the back end of their defeats, and they showed a lot more intensity. I'll be honest, they looked like they wanted the win more than we wanted it. Be strong, you lose some and you win some. Yet I do get that. And that is what I do normally say. There are some games that we are going to lose. It is football, but it's just the manner that you sort of lose the games in. And, it's just when you sort of can't sort of do the basic things right, which is quite disappointing. Was you guys happy with that starting 11? I mean, you saw my reaction to the starting 11. You saw that I was over the moon. I was happy. Arteta made the right changes at the right time. It was good to see Tomiyasu come back as well. And obviously things wasn't quite working to the greatest. And he did make a change at half time and he subbed off Kivior for Tomiyasu, which we don't really see Mikel Arteta make substitutions at half time. So that is him putting out a bold statement, him going out there wanting to win the game. We do know that Tomiyasu is quite more solid, better in defence. So I was happy that he did make that substitution, but again, it just wasn't enough. I was thinking there will be extra desire after that loss and Arsenal will win. Didn't see that in the players today. And that is exactly how I was feeling. We was all feeling the same. We was expecting the team to go out there today, showing that passion, that hunger, that desire, wanting to win, especially the fact that the performance against West Ham wasn't horrendous. It wasn't a bad performance. It's just that we wasn't able to score a goal. So today, I expected us to rectify those problems, which when we kick-started the game, it did look like we was onto something like, all right, we are going to score goals today. We are going to get the win. It did look like we had that passion and that desire to win. And it felt like it just drifted away in the same manner that we just made the one goal lead drift away also. We have lost 2 London derbies. That's a worry, not happy. Exactly, especially with our London derby record that we was holding. And now it's all just completely turned around. I am not smiling. Keep head up. I still believe one day we will have a cup in our hands. Bring back Henri. I mean, yeah. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's always really difficult when you get when you lose. Yeah, it's always like the hardest having to sort of say how you feel and all of that. And it's even more harder to like try and, look ahead to the future and, what we can potentially win, especially when we're not able to do the basics like scoring a goal. That is when it is concerning. And it is even more annoying when you've got Spurs breathing down the back of your neck, 1 point behind Arsenal. And then you've got to put up with comments like that, saying they might overtake. Are you worried that Arsenal could slip up in the title race? Yes, I am definitely worried because today I felt like, okay, this will be an opportunity to bounce back, to go top of the table, to regain some momentum, to get back to winning ways, to show our mental strength. And, I don't feel like we had a great game today. So when it comes to the games that we need to be winning, it's like we're struggling to win them. So that is a massive, massive concern. And if you're in a title race, then you need to be able to win these games. Losing to West Ham and then a few days later, you're losing to Fulham. It's a joke. Look at us. We looked back bad, then change, but we keep going for. Yeah, listen, I'm not a person who ever believes in giving up or anything like that. We got to keep fighting all the way to the end. But it's just so annoying when you can't win. Alex is saying nothing wrong with the lineup. Only our front attack baffles me a lot. And that is the cause for concern. I mean, we started with a strong front three, I'd say. We had Saka, we had Martinelli, and we had Eddie Nketiah. Saka did manage to score the goal, but we bring on Jesus, we bring on Trossard. We even sacrificed a defender because we took off Ben White and Martinelli, bring on Jesus and Trossard, and we're still not able to score a goal. So that's really concerning. I am upset. Keep your head up. I believe one day we will have. Oh, okay. I have actually um, read this comment, but it looks like you've added. Also, you always look amazing when you go live. Your skin is so good. What you use, LOL. Thank you, but oh my god, I'm too upset to even answer that question. I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood. Ramsdale should be put back. Last season, Ramsdale made a lot of saves. Another reason we were second. Sometimes you need a keeper to be a savior when it is a bad day. And that is a very, very true and fair point as well. You know, it's about your goalkeeper who is leading out from the back. And he's going to have a massive impact on your defensive line as well. So if you've got a keeper who is very confident, that's going to inject confidence into the back line. That's going to run, throughout the pitch. We did see Gabriel Magalhaes and Declan Rice, having a bit of a, dispute on the pitch as well. I hope there is no issues in the changing room as well, which is perhaps, impacting our performance out on the field. I hope everything is all good in the changing rooms. Oh, Arteta is now the problem. Has to change his tactics. Give Rowe a chance. So, Abby, in the previous live that we done, you did mention about Smith Rowe coming on. Oh, you said you wanted to see Smith Rowe start over Martinelli, is what I believe you said previously. At this point, I guess we just need to try different things to see what happens. Do you think we're overcomplicating things as well? With our defensive line, do you think we need to just keep that back four, because we are sort of, shifting to a back three, letting our left back drop into the midfield? I mean, what's your thoughts on that? Let me know. Arteta has been backed by the board. No excuse this season. I need a trophy very badly, and that is the same vibe and energy that I'm on. Like, we need to be winning a trophy this season. Like last season, we showed that we are capable of doing it. And it's just when it got to the final games that we started to fall off a bit. Understandably, like our key centre back was out injured. So we did drop off the mark a little bit. But it's about progressing on. So whatever business needs to be done in January, let's get on, let's do that. And this season needs to be our season. Like, I'm totally with you on that one. We need to be holding a trophy. Even the bottom 10 teams are in the title race technically, but there's no one to ever win it after being this poor. Exactly. I mean, no disrespect, but you look at the likes of Aston Villa, like they're not your, top four or top six team, and they are pretty much in a title race. They're coming to coming up against us and winning games as well. They have been. Our front three has been terrible. I did think that Eddie would be able to impact today. I don't feel like he really got much service. Smith Rowe, we need you. You're my favourite player all time. I will ask you when you are in a better mood. B. What do I use on my face? I use a few different products. If you really want to know, I do use a few different products. So La Roche-Posay is one. I use Wishful by Huda Beauty. And what else do I use? I can't even remember. But yeah, those are like, and sometimes I use Cetaphil. It just depends on my mood and where my skin's at. So I use a few different stuff. And Smith Rowe, listen, he's showing, put my lipstick down. He is showing a bit of desire and hunger when he comes on the pitch. So let's try him out. At this point, you start getting to that point where it's like, all right, let's just do something different. And Arteta is showing that he's a bit open to that, because that's what he done in today's game. Like, he made changes. He made half-time substitutions. Arsenal need a top draw striker, Jesus, Nketiah, and why? And yeah, whoever that top striker will be. I didn't see the Arsenal that turned up at Anfield. Next game is also against us. Good luck. Yeah, exactly. So our next fixture now is in the FA Cup against Anfield. We are actually at home, so that game is going to be played at the Emirates. Yes, we need to pick ourselves up. That's a good opportunity for us to go out there strong against Liverpool, try and get a result from that game and just get onto a winning momentum. I'm hoping, now we're going into a new year, new mentality, fresh start. Let's leave these mistakes behind in 2023. Let's brush up on our areas. Let's get a bit more clinical in front of goal. And next year, like, we need to fix up, because we need to be winning something. Saka and Martinelli are too predictable, very little creativity. And this has been a concern for some time. The fact that we are too predictable. Managers suss us out, players suss us out. They know what we're going to do. So it's easy for them to play against us, because they know this is what Arsenal's going to do. And this is how we capitalize on it. And this is why we need to just mix things up a bit and just not keep playing the same style of football where it's easy for the oppositions to just come in and get a win against us. Like, how are you actually supposed to win the league in that manner? Oh, thank you for your lovely comment. Arsenal need a top draw striker. Jesus, Nketiah and Trossard are not going to win you a Premier League title. A lot of people sort of calling in to get a striker, someone who's going to bag us some goals. Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, all not on form. How many chances we create, it's not good enough. It's just the same thing that we're sort of experiencing. What did you get for Christmas, Charlene? Bloody hell, all I wanted for Christmas was a win. Like 3 points, that's all I wanted. I didn't get it, so I didn't get enough. That's my response to that. Charlene, I've had the worst birthday week. Thanks, Arsenal. Oh, mate, well, I'm sorry, but a big happy birthday to you. And yes, this is not the way we wanted to end the year, not at all. And I'm sure this is definitely not the way that you wanted to celebrate your birthday. Thank you for your lovely comments, guys. Arsenal cannot progress with these kid of platters. Arteta and Arsenal Football Club need to wake up. We do need to just fix up in our performances. Arsenal need a wake up call. If we don't win or get a point next game, we are done. I believe we can do it. Listen, next game, yeah. So our next game is, we're at home to Crystal Palace. So that's on like the 20th of January. What I'm saying is a draw is not good enough. Yeah, we're at home. We're playing Palace. We need 3 points. I ain't trying to take no draw or nothing. Like, we need to come into that game hungry. Yeah, because we'll have a little bit of a break. So we need to come into that game hungry, passionate, ready. And wait, we need to get 3 points. It's not even a question of a draw or anything like that. Like, nothing less than 3 points is what we need in that next Premier League fixture. We should have parked the bus when we scored in the first half. Our tactics had to change. Jose Mourinho has won a couple of matches with 1 goal and then won the league playing a boring game of football. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but just having a 1-0 lead, a 1-goal lead is not really safe. The moment they score a goal, they're just back into the game. Do you do workout lives? I want to join your workout if you do. At present, I am not currently doing any live workouts. It is something that I am considering in my plans. So do stay tuned for that. Do also follow my fitness page on Instagram, which is Charlene Smith Fitness. And yeah, live workouts are to come. Jesse PP is saying, poor performance today from Eddie Nketiah. Needs to go. We need Tony. Do you know what? I'm not going to say it was solely Eddie Nketiah's fault that we didn't win the game. I do agree that we do need to bring in another striking force. But I just think overall, it just wasn't good enough as a team, as a whole team performance. It was not good enough today. The only positive thing I can take from this today is it only takes a few decent results and we will be back. Come on, Arsenal. Yes, let's try and raise the energy in here, because I can't lie, man. I am so annoyed. I'm so deflated. And you are right. Like, we just need to pick ourselves up and get a win, and we can bounce back. You know, we need to have that winning mentality, but it's just so hard when you're just so heartbroken. Left back is our issue as well. And that's what I was saying to you guys earlier as well. Do we bring back Kieran Tierney? He's out on loan. Do we bring KT back? You know, Tomiyasu is back from injury, but do we need to bring in KT? Because he gets quite high up the pitch. He can cross a ball into the box. He can take a shot out, you know, over from that left-hand side and even put away a few goals. So do we bring KT back? He should also try Martinelli as a striker. Someone else was calling for this. Or was it you, Abby, in the previous live that we done? Then removing, because Jesus and Nketiah not so fast enough and not tall to win air balls. Yeah, Martinelli in the striking position. I do prefer him on the left-hand side. I mean, we can. There's nothing wrong with trying something different to see, you know, what we can pull off. So I'm open to ideas. Do you think Arsenal need an experienced manager? I feel Arteta is not clinical with changes when needed. Do you know what? I like Arteta. Because we've obviously not had the results go our way, I'm not the type of person to just be like, oh, we haven't won the game, Arteta out, let's bring in a new manager, someone who's got experience. He's been our manager for a number of years. He has actually won us something. You know, let's not forget he has won us the FA Cup. He's won us the Community Shield on a couple of occasions. He's brought us close to winning the Premier League title. Let's not forget, you know, all the changes that he's made in the changing room. Let's not forget that connection that he's brought within the Arsenal fan base. So let's not sort of rule out all the positive changes that Mikel Arteta has made in his managerial career as the Arsenal manager. Let's not rule that out because we are upset with the way the results are going. Obviously, we want to see our team pick themselves up on the back end of a defeat. But on the other hand, you know, it is football, and there are going to be games that we lose, and there are going to be days where we are just off the mark and we're just not playing to the best of our ability, because we know, like, Arsenal can go out there and put out a good performance. We know, like, the performance that we saw today, that wasn't the best of our ability. We know that we've got something a bit more in the locker. We can get wins, we can get results. Teams like this, we should be winning, and we are capable of doing it. So I am not gonna say we need a more experienced manager. I back Mikel Arteta, and I do love having Arteta as a manager. And you know, I'm not seeking perfection. I am seeking progress. So yeah, that's the answer to that. I'm happy with Arteta as manager. Even though you're not happy, you're still looking beautiful, darling. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are just so amazing. The positive, we can't go down if we lose the rest of the games. Oh my God. Let's not even take it there. Do you remember, like, when we was literally on, do you remember when we were sitting in 20th place and it was like, we could get relegated this season? And I think it was Pepe that posted that photo after we got the win, and it was like, yay, we're staying up. And then he had to end up taking it down. But yeah, listen, we're top 4, yeah. Let's just remain that way. Let's not even think about going down. You have a beautiful smile. Good luck when we play you guys in the FA Cup. You never walk alone. God, look at that profile picture as well. Listen, we don't need luck. We need some bloody hard work from the players, and we need some clinical players to just score us some goals. That is what we are in need of right now. Arteta project is in 4 years now. No excuse. We want trophy, no stories. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, we need to be winning some trophies now. I don't want to cancel out the season because we are halfway through the season. We're sitting in 4th place. But I guess I can understand your frustration because you want to see the progression in the performances as well, not just, you know, sort of like what's on the table. Wait, what is this? Our 4th defeat now? Have we lost 4 games so far this season? I mean, it feels like it's so much more. Sack him, he took us as far as he could. No, man. We're winning something this season. I'm not losing hope. I'm not losing faith. We're going to pick ourselves up and we're going to come back stronger. Stay bells. Have a good new year. Good health too. Yeah. Happy New Year to all of you as well. Not the greatest start to the new year, I'll be honest. I heard one comment from GoBridge saying, why on earth did Arteta mess up the midfield and goalkeeper, which was working last season? Yeah, that is a fair point. Ramsdale was consistently, performing for us. Great goalkeeper. And like we were just saying earlier on in this video, he was providing that confidence from the back, which, pushes its way up the pitch. But I guess also let's not forget David Raya is on a loan spell with us. So maybe he's seeing, sort of what he could bring in order to sign him permanently or whatever. I don't know. Just trying something new, but yeah. Hey, Charlene, hope you're well. Very upset after that. Yes, J1, I feel exactly the same. Absolutely gutted, man. That we just wanted to go into this game. All we was asking for was 3 points. First time seeing your live reaction on this channel post-match. Hope you're back on AFTV soon. Big up to you, Quincy, and everyone joining as well. Yeah, do you know what? I'll be honest. This is the first time that I've ever done a live post-match reaction on my YouTube channel. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate all of your support. And I'm sorry it's not, a nice, happy, exciting post-match reaction where, we've just beaten a team and, we're all happy and everything. It's the complete opposite. So yeah. J1 is asking, do you still think we can win the league, Charlene? All right, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Obviously, I'm upset right now. I'm hurt. Like, I really, really felt like we was going to win today's game, especially when we took that 1-goal lead. I was feeling confident, like a lot of you guys were. It is obviously really deflating. I mean, even at halftime when it was a 1-1, we still had, a full half. I can't even talk. We still had 45 minutes to still get the 3 points from the game, despite conceding that goal. And unfortunately, wasn't able to do that. Fulham, managed to score again. We're sort of scraping a draw against them, which we didn't manage to get. However, I'm not going to lose hope of the bigger picture. There are definitely areas that we need to fix up on, brush up on. But I still feel like we will pick ourselves up. And I do have that belief that we will still win the Premier League this season. But we need to work for it. And today we didn't really show a lot of hunger and desire to win the game. But I'm not losing hope that we will. So yes, the short answer is yes. I still think we can win the league, but we need to fix up. And don't worry, you can still celebrate. That's okay. Oh, I don't want to celebrate anything. I'm not even celebrating New Year's, I'll be honest. Do you guys have any plans for New Year's? I'm sure a lot of plans have probably been cancelled at this point, or maybe it's the complete opposite. Maybe you guys just want to get out and do something. We've bottled it already. Arteta, I wouldn't say we've bottled it. I just think we're just having a few bad and disruptive performances. But let's not throw away all the hard work that we've put in, that and the achievements that we've made to even get to this point. Let's not throw that all away. So I don't want to lose hope just yet. This thing has gone and I am deflated. Yes, I feel the same. I am so deflated as well. And when you say this thing has gone, do you mean as in the Premier League title? Don't lose hope just yet. We need to hang in there. We need to get behind the team. If Fianis is asking, can I join this live video, please? Do you know what? Why not? Of course you can. Can you do me a favor? I am going to send you the link. So could you, 1 minute, let me just, give me 1 second. I'm just going to send the link to you via Instagram. So if you could just bear with me a minute and I will get you live with me, because it's always nice to speak to you guys. So can I ask that you go onto Instagram, because I'm probably going to get loads of messages. So if you just go onto my Instagram, which is Charlene_Smith_presenter, and I will send you the link. Oh my God, my phone just turned off. Does that? Okay, let's come back on. It's so weird today, just on that. All right, so go onto Instagram right now and send me a DM saying hi, Ifeanyi or whoever else that wants to join this live. And let me know when you've done so, and I can send you the link. Major shock, these last two games against sides with very good records against traditionally seem to have blown it. Yep, and that's what's disappointing. Like, we need to be winning these games. If you want to join the live, send me a DM right now. Do you know what? If anyone who wants to join me live on here, just send me a DM on Instagram saying live in capital letters, so your message can just stand out so I can try and pick it up. Send it right now and I'll send you the link in order to come live with me. And you could just share your thoughts and your feelings right here with everyone else. So send me a DM right now. Okay, I can see that Ashoke would like to come live, so let's get you on. Why not? All right, so I have one request there. All right, I have another request. I'm going to get you lot on one at a time, though. That will just be a bit easier, so we don't have like a full house party going on. All right, so I've sent you guys the link to join me. I've sent 2 people, so hopefully one of you guys will be able to get through. I'll just wait for the request to come in. Palace is also in relegation zone, which makes that game difficult. But regardless, come on, you Gunners. Yeah, and that is the thing as well. When we're coming up against these teams that are fighting for, I mean, it is quite early to be talking about relegation and all of that. But when you are coming up against these teams that really need to be getting points, they're going to come at you. So on a normal day, yeah, we would probably beat them. But when they're really fighting and they need points, like, you got to be on your top class performance. Ibrahim is saying no hope to lift Premier League. Okay, I can understand your heartache. Sometimes you just need to, like, on the back end of a defeat, you just need to go away, sleep on it, clear your mind, and then come back. And then your perspective may change. Yes, Arsenal still can win the Premier League this season, and Arteta should change his style of making decisions. That is true. Like we were saying, let's not be too predictable, because teams will just suss us out easily. Arteta doesn't know how to play pressing game. Yep, his style is obviously different. I mean, look at how far we got last season with the style of football that we was playing last season. We did manage to get quite far. We wasn't that far off winning the Premier League. So it shows that it can work, but obviously we just need to be able to keep going. We just ran out of steam. It is not about strikers. Our wingers are off. But then I get what you're saying there. And then is it also our fullbacks that's also impacting our wingers' performance as well? And yeah, we can't put all the blame on the strikers if the ball is not even getting to them. Never felt more like singing the blues. The Tottenham, okay, I've got both people wanting to join, and Arsenal lose. Oh, Tottenham, you got me singing the blues. All right, so I've got 2 people waiting to join, so I'm gonna add you one at a time. I'm gonna start off with Ashoke. Hello, Ashoke. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
There you go. I can hear you better now. Happy anniversary.
Okay. Yeah, I know. 3 years,
I know, that is crazy. Time definitely does fly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Goes so quickly. Listen, not the result. I know you are a Chelsea fan. You did actually have that belief that we was going to come into this game and we was going to win it. So disappointing that we didn't manage to get anything from the game. I'm presuming that you did actually watch the game.
Yeah.
And what's your thoughts on how we performed and even how Fulham performed?
For me, I think Fulham were the much better team. Even though you guys did dominate throughout this game, I thought Fulham, they showed heart, fight, desire, passion. They wanted to win because they haven't beat Arsenal since. So they thought to themselves, this could be the day where we beat Arsenal, and they did. So I think you guys created some chances, but once again, another shocking performance. Like, listen, if you don't sign a striker, then you have to be very worried, because you see Liverpool, if they beat Newcastle tomorrow, they'll go 5 points clear of you. And like that comment said, Tottenham are just 1 point ahead of you. So you cannot afford to blow this at all, because how comes before the new year you were at Christmas Day you were on top, but now you're into fourth place? Like, I would have thought that Arsenal win, because that West Ham result was like a blip. So I thought to myself, okay, Fulham game, they're not doing well at the moment. So I thought that they're gonna so I thought he's gonna win. But yeah, I mean, that game, I mean, Saka scored early, which was really good for him. But then after that, if you look at the first goal, I think he lost the ball. And if you saw Willian, he was cut through, passed the ball to Raul Jimenez. And I think Kivia could have done better, but I think he was poor defensively. And you say you wanted Kivia in that team, and I do get it, because Zinchenko hasn't been really doing great as a left back in the last couple of games. So I do get why I wanted Kivia, but for that first goal, he should have done better, but he didn't. And then the second goal, I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, the defense was absolutely shambolic in this game, and yeah, just another bad performance for you guys. So honestly, you've got Liverpool next in the FA Cup, and that game is not going to be that great, because there's some players that are going to AFCON, the likes of Thomas Partey, but maybe this could be a good thing, because Mo Salah is going as well. So what do you think about that game? Are you confident they're going to beat Liverpool, or are you worried because the last two games where you've lost? And normally, you normally do well at London derbies, but two losses in a row, especially in London derbies, boy, that is crazy. So yeah, what's going on with Arsenal? Because is the title slipping up? Because last season you were first on Christmas Day and on New Year's Eve, and you had more points than you had last season. But
and scored more goals as well.
Yeah, so what's going on? Is it the manager? Is it the players? Like, what's wrong with Arsenal? Because so far in the last 5 games in the Premier League, you've only had 1 win, which is crazy, because you only beat Fulham, you drew against Liverpool, then you lost against Villa, West Ham, and Fulham tonight. So what is going on with Arsenal?
And that is the big question that we are asking, because we was doing so well in our London derbies, and especially it's okay, like you said, it's okay to have a blip. Yep, you lose a game, but it's about how you bounce back. And today we didn't really show that much desire and that much passion in order, to sort of bounce back and make something happen and be able to get the 3 points from this game. So it is concerning, and obviously I am concerned about coming up against Liverpool. But on the flip side, there's no time to sit and dwell. We need to pick ourselves up, and we need to come back stronger. So we need to fix up defensively. I mean, we had the best defense in the league. Like, what is going on? We need to sharpen back up. We need to tune in. We need to switch back on, and we need to score some goals.
Like, can I ask you another question? Yeah. If Mikel Arteta doesn't win anything this season, do you want him gone? Because 4 years, he's already won the FA Cup and the Community Shield, but he hasn't won anything big. Like the Europa League, he has bottled it, especially in the semi-final, if you can remember. Last season in the Premier League, I mean, if you don't win a trophy, then do you want the manager gone? Because some of my friends who are also fans saying that Mikel Arteta 4 years, if he doesn't win anything, then he needs to go. So what about you?
Obviously you do sort of have a plan of what it is that you would like to achieve. I do feel like Mikel Arteta, like I said previously, he is a good manager and he is working towards achieving a lot at Arsenal Club. And I feel like there is a lot of positives that we can, discuss about what he has brought to the club. Ideally, obviously, you do want to be winning, big things like the Premier League, Champions League and everything else. I feel right now it's a bit too early to sort of have these conversations. At this present moment in time, how I'm feeling, I do not want Arteta to leave. I do back Arteta. I do like him. So at this present moment in time, I'm not saying Arteta out. So that is how I'm currently feeling,
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's been great having you on. I have got J1 Johnson, who is also waiting to join the stream. But thank you so much for giving your feedback.
Yeah.
Ashoke, guys, show some love to Ashoke. He is a loyal supporter, always brings a smile to our face. So
Yeah.
thank you, Ashoke.
Yeah. Happy anniversary anyway.
Yes, happy anniversary. And it'd be nice for us to actually physically meet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Big up Ashoke. Right, I'm going to bring in J1. I'm going to drop you out. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
J1, hello.
Hello, Charlene. You alright?
I'm good, thank you. Can we see your face?
My camera's not actually working, so.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Sorry?
Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's all right. Obviously disappointing result, to lose at Craven Cottage. How are you feeling overall?
Yeah, disappointed, but I just feel like the winning, how do I explain this? The desire and the hunger wasn't there.
Exactly. We needed to show a lot more fight. Was you happy with that starting 11 that Mikel Arteta put out?
Yeah. I was a bit disappointed when he brought off Havertz during the game.
Would you have kept him on longer?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when he did bring recent... Oh, sorry, go on. What was you going to say?
He always scores goals late as well, so...
Exactly. Although you obviously didn't want that substitution, do you think that Reece Nelson is a player who normally can come off the bench and really impact games?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that in the past, so I understand why he brought Nelson on, but yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
What is your hopes and ambitions for the season?
Oh, for sure to win at least the Premier League or Champions League, for sure. I still think we maybe can. We need to keep faith, so.
100%. It's just about us picking ourselves up and going again. So we do now come up against Liverpool next in the FA Cup. Do you think we can get a result in that fixture?
Yeah, I mean, you have to be confident in every game you go.
100%. You want to see some more changes as well?
Yeah, I think a little bit of rotation would be good, as it is a cup game, but then also not too much because you want to win. Every trophy you want to go in and win.
100%, and you just don't want to cause too much disruption.
I thought Declan Rice was quite poor today.
Yeah, I agree. There's not one player who I could say had a good performance. I feel like as a team, it just wasn't good enough. It was pretty poor, not good enough as a whole team performance.
I think Nketiah has been used as quite a scapegoat, in my opinion, but...
Do you think he needs to be getting a bit more game time, perhaps a bit more consistent starts in order to,
Yeah, I feel like Arteta needs to start him a bit more. He has quality, the game against Sheffield United. We saw what he could do there.
Exactly. Oh, all right. Well, thank you so much, J1, for joining us. It's been great having you on. I have got a few other people waiting to come on, so I'm going to try and get a few other people to come and give their perspective as well. But thank you so much for joining. It's been lovely speaking to you.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I'm going to get the next person in. I'm going to drop you out. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. All right. Big up to J1. I'm going to add in Alex. Hello, Alex. How are you?
I'm good, Charlene. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. Where are you located?
I'm located in UAE, United Arab Emirates. I'm supporting Arsenal. Nice to see you.
Lovely to meet you as well. Obviously, disappointing result to lose against Fulham. What did you make of the game?
Seriously, actually, I'm baffled. I don't know. I don't have words to use. I'm sorry with my grammar, but I'm down. I don't know. Seriously, we have to take these things very, very seriously. Because I'm going to drop you back from the game of Villa. Because if you look at it in the way we lost the game against Villa, something is not adding up. I need to know about this, our attacking line. I'm going to concentrate on the attacking lines, our attacking line, because if you see Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Saka, and Odegaard particularly, if you try to see and compare the last season and this season, seriously, I don't know, we are not winning games convincingly. I don't know whether you have checked about last season games, because the way we are playing teams last season and break them down, and compared to this season, it is something which is very, very alarming. We are
Mhm.
winning games by scrappy win, like the games against Luton. Okay, we are celebrating a 4-3 win last, but we are a title contender team. We need to win the games in the 60, 70 minutes. By the
Exactly.
time we reach 80, you are changing people. I think now it's time has come to hunt us because Bukayo Saka has played a lot of games. Come to Martinelli, come to Odegaard. Do we have squad depth? Let me ask you, Charlie. Do we have squad depth?
I mean, it is a bit questionable because obviously we've got players out injured. I feel like it needs to be improved a bit more because we want, if we're losing a game, we want to be able to say, right, we're bringing this player off the bench and they're going to make something happen for us, you know, and I feel like we are lacking. So the short answer is not enough squad depth.
Yeah, it's not enough squad depth because if you see Saka is already exhausted. I'm telling you. This kind of game is playing today. Backside passing, coming on, backside passing. He's not taking the games to these people as he used last season. So I'm baffled, but at the same time, I need to support the project because it is Ateta's project. I told you in the comment, the project is in 4 years right now.
Yeah.
Okay. As me, as Alex, I need a trophy very badly, whether FA Cup, whether Champions League, whether Premier League. I don't care. I need a trophy at least to lift up the momentum of the fans because the fan base is also going to go back to Arteta out. It is coming very soon. Okay, we have been complaining about VAR decision. The ball is out, but how many chances are we creating? Like the game against Newcastle, how many chances did we create in the Newcastle game? So creativity, number one, is still lacking in the middle field. So strikers are not doing enough. We are not doing a lot. How many goals have we scored right now? Our front 3 or 4. How many goals we scored compared to last year? So the performance is far below. Seriously, it is far below. Ateta, you need to do. I don't know what magic he has to do. Regardless, we have lost 3 games and draw against Liverpool. The next game I think is Liverpool in FA Cup. I cannot afford to lose this game at Emirates. Seriously.
100%.
Because as I told you, I need a trophy very, very badly. Okay? Forget about Premier League. I need FA Cup very, very seriously. I need a strong team in that game so that we can battle Liverpool at Emirates. We are in our own backyard. Don't tell me Liverpool. Okay? I'm very, very, very upset. I don't know what to say seriously. Because games like Fulham, we can win these games convincingly 3-1, 2-1. Okay, but the intensity, high press is not there. What kind of game am I watching seriously?
And do you know, like you were saying, Alex, it's like we have sort of run out of steam because this time last season, we was pressing. Our intensity was so much more higher last season than it is this season. So, you know, even someone else put in the comments that players are overplayed. Saka being a prime example, like you highlighted. So, you know, it is about improving on that squad depth and just trying to get them intensity levels back up to where they were.
Seriously, because if you look at Martinelli, he's so exhausted. I don't know whether he's having injury. He's playing with injury. I don't know what happened to Thomas Partey because he also Deacon Rice is playing so many games. So this is go back to us. We need squad rotation, but who are we rotating? When you look at the bench, okay, we have Smith Rowe. I think it's high time for Arteta to give some chance to Smith Rowe because he has been on injury for so long. I think he can do something much more because the cutting edge is lacking in the final third. How many chances do we create? We only relying on Saka. If two, three people are defending Saka, he cannot do anything. We need someone with magic. Shoot the ball out of the 16-yard box. Are we shooting the balls?
Exactly.
Seriously,
we're always trying to do the same thing. Try something different.
Try something different. Okay, Saka is not working. Who is cutting in the edge? Who is shooting? Okay, give me 5, 6 shots on target. Oh, why do I can see and say you're doing something? But I'm totally upset with this kind of sideways passing. I played football. I need directiveness.
Absolutely. Oh, Alex, I think you've frozen. I'm not sure if you're are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you. I was just giving you a snapshot of the game against Nottingham and Manchester United yesterday. I was watching that game. Forest took the game to United end to end. I like this kind of intensity. I don't like this same kind of passing sideways, this way, this way, this way. Charlene, happy New Year. Please, I'm very, very upset. I don't know what to say seriously.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. And I'm hoping next year it will be a happier year for us. And, you know, we do play with a lot more intensity. And look, as Ellie is saying, Uncle speaking facts, we need to fix up.
Thank you.
Be more creative, take more chances, take more risks, take some shots outside the box. That is what I'm always calling for. So fingers crossed we are able to do that.
Take the game to the opponents. How many times you are passing sideways, passing sideways, passing? Anybody can play a low block and play 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 3 hours. You cannot score. I need magic.
Exactly. Possession is not what's going to win you games. Goals. Goals is what
Definitely.
wins games.
How many chances? How many we score? Okay, the game against West Ham, we had 30 chances, but even the chances we had against West Ham, they are like scrappy chances. I don't see a clear-cut edge chance to win the game, but I pity Arteta because the pressure is so much. Pressure is so much because we need to see very badly. I cannot afford to bottle like last season. We are bottling it out. Last season we lost like 3 games in a row, and it is gone already.
Exactly.
This time around, we still have time. This time we still have time to rejuvenate. Okay, 2 lost already, but we can come back. There's still a lot of time to come back and fight for the title. It's not over.
Absolutely. I mean, we're only halfway through the season and we're currently in 4th, so we have got enough time. It's just about coming back with that stronger mentality and that mindset and that intensity and making things happen. Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us, Alex. It's been lovely speaking to you. I'm going to drop you out.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to drop you out and bring in someone else, but thank you so much. It was lovely to hear from you. All right, I'm going to bring in Ifani. How are you?
Hello, how are you, Charlene?
I've seen better days, but you guys are definitely cheering me up. Where are you located?
I'm calling from Kent.
Kent. Okay, you're based over in the UK.
Yeah. Not the very best performance from our players. Obviously, every Arsenal fan should be very frustrated, especially at this time. This is the end of the year, and we should be going to the end of the year with at least 3 points out of 2 games. Is absolutely embarrassing and disappointing. But I think one thing that matters after all this, when I mean all this, I'm talking about the West Ham game and this Fulham game. What matters is how we come back, and it all goes back to what we have in our stock. And many people who have come on live have said it all. They've mentioned a lot of things, and that's absolutely true. And one thing about football is people who watch football are as smart as even the coaches. That's the truth. I mean, people talking about squad depth, they are not wrong. Myself, I have that strong opinion that there were a couple of midfielders in our team that were injury prone. I don't want to call anyone's name, but I in my mind, I would have imagined that we would have brought in some very strong players just to support Declan Rice. It's very good that we spent a lot of money on Declan Rice, but Declan Rice alone cannot do the job. And if you saw the first goal, Declan Rice left his position because he was really eager to get the position out and get the ball back. Saliba went to the right back position because White was off his position, and that's how the first goal got in. So I think we need to look at what we can get in our team as quickly as possible. The midfield position still needs some reinforcement. Kudos to Thomas Partey. Obviously, when he's fit, we know that Thomas Partey brings in a lot of strength and good passes in the midfield. He's got that maturity, and he's very comfortable with the ball. But we should start looking at supporting Declan Rice. Declan Rice is very good with moving forward. He has done that with Thomas Partey when he was fit. And I think that can also help strengthen our defensive midfield a bit more. I, I want to talk about our tactics of the game, and I sent that on your YouTube. Sometimes you go into a game knowing that your opponents have two things in their mind. They want to get a draw or get a win somehow. Okay, their first idea is just to get a draw, and if I can get a win, I'm lucky, and that's it.
Mhm.
I actually have a strong feeling that after scoring the first goal, even though we were the better team, obviously, we've got the strong players, guys who can play the ball around. I feel that we would have managed the game conservatively. And I mean conservatively, just like the Jose Mourinho style. It sounds absolutely off Arteta's style of game, because obviously he's more like Guardiola's schoolboy, with all due respect. He plays the Guardiola style. But
Yeah.
sometimes you get 1-0, go into the second half, and you know that your opponent is going to come out to play the game. And
Mm.
Martinelli and Bukayo Saka, they excel in big spaces. If you notice something about Martinelli, he's a very good player. He's a young guy. He's got that energy, but he likes to play with big space, and that's why he can play counter attack and score a solo goal, and he's done that several times. As well as Saka. Saka is good, but definitely squad depth, like the guys mentioned. Saka needs some level of strong competition, and we've got players in the Premier League who are very available to do that. We've got Olise, we've got Mbemo, and we even got guys that we can bring in. Former Manchester United attacking winger who is on loan, after the whole case he had. I forgot Greenwood. Yeah, these are people that can bring competition to the attacking wing, for Bukayo Saka. And obviously, we need a striker. That is absolutely necessary. In fact, because Arteta knows that, he's written all over everywhere. Everybody knows that. Even the players know that we need a very solid striker. Gabriel Jesus is fantastic. He can play the Saka wing. He can play false nine. But we need a solid striker, and I think that is one thing Edu and the big guys in the board need to look into. We need to start making that solid deals. We shouldn't wait for January transfer to start running around and begging guys to come to our
Yeah.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Charlie, another thing I want Arsenal fans to know is, as much as we've had that record in our club where we've gone unbeaten, and won the league, but one thing is this: if you're going to win the league, people are going to push you. People are not
Yeah.
just going to allow. Teams are not going to allow you just go have a win and win all the games. Yeah, we've lost West Ham and Fulham. We are 3 point about. If Liverpool wins this evening, we'll be about 5 points behind them. Yeah, fair
Mm.
enough. But remember, we are just approaching the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And the second half of the season entails more than about, I think, 13 or 15 matches, I'm not sure, or even more. So, what
19, I believe.
Yes, I think what matters now is going forward. How do we bounce back? And bouncing back entails changing our strategy and getting the players in as early as possible. We've got to win something this season. Mikel Arteta is 4 years in the club. We love him. Mikel Arteta is one of our own. Or with all due respect, he has changed Arsenal's reputation globally. Big players will want to come to Arsenal. If the money is right anyway, because Mbappe will not come in if we don't have the money. Yeah, so if the money is right, big players will want to come to Arsenal. But before now, we know that even if the money is there, they know that they are not going to come into a team that is very competitive. But Arsenal is a strong team, and I think we should accept this defeat in a good faith, knowing that, yeah, we've seen Edu do good deals with Arteta, and let's be hopeful that something fantastic will come out of January transfer and the new second half of the season. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. You made some really, really good, solid points. And I love the fact that you sort of left it on a positive note that, you know, despite us losing today's game, let's take the
Yeah.
positive from that and look at the areas that we need for improvement. And I am hoping and praying that is exactly what we do. So in
Yeah.
the January, like you did say as well, it's important that we get that business done early and we just
Yeah.
progress on. You know, let's not hang about and leave it hanging. Let's just get it done nice and early. So yeah, some really good solid points that you made. So thank you so much for your feedback on that.
Yeah. Another thing I want to add to this is I don't think we should just focus only on winning the Premier League because, to be honest,
Champions League as well.
yeah, we've got the Champions League
Aim
and we've got the
high.
FA Cup. Yeah, we can aim high. Remember, Chelsea won the Champions League when nobody believed in Chelsea.
Yeah.
No team could have believed that Chelsea will win Manchester City in a Champions League final. Never. I'd never believed that. I never believed that. So I think we should believe in winning anything as long as we are in that competition. It's unfortunate we left the Carabao Cup, even though we've not won it for a while. But yeah, we've left the Carabao Cup. What's next? The players need to come into every single game going forward, knowing that everything is possible. Respect your opponent, but you've got to fight for it. You've got to fight for it, and yeah, and I think it was a bit of a nervy decision to change the defense, to change Ben White. Now, every Arsenal player will be like, yeah, why didn't we start Tomiyasu initial? First of all, why didn't Zinchenko play? Yeah, I mean, we can blame the coach, blame every tactics, but one thing is sure is look at Manchester City. Every player in the bench would come in and give the 100%, give their 100% rather.
Exactly. And that is exactly what we need to be doing. You
So
know,
what
whoever
matters is our players, the ones that have not been playing for a while, they're ready. Yeah,
stay
yeah,
ready.
they should be ready to give their 100%. To give their 100%, and when I mean 100%, 100% plus one. We've seen Declan Rice do that. We've seen lots of our players do that this season. We need players to come up. Saliba has done it back to back to back. I don't even blame him for any of these mistakes that they've made in this match. But we need players that will come up and fight for a position. I'm not seeing that push on Martinelli. Yeah, he comes off after first half. Saka plays the whole game back to back to back. In fact, throughout the season, he has been playing. Well, we've not seen that strong competition where you're like, I don't know what the starting 11 will look like.
Yeah.
But Man City, you don't even know what the starting 11 will look like. Liverpool, you don't know what the starting 11 will look like. Guess what? Liverpool has called back one of their midfielders, Carvalho, one youngster. They've called him back from RB Leipzig because he's not been having game times. And what are they doing? They're strengthening their squad. They know to win the Premier League. And I'm sorry, I hope I'm not talking too much, Charlene. Apologies.
Oh no, you're absolutely
to win the Premier League, you've got to have, and not just to win the Premier League, play in the Champions League, play in FA Cup, and those are and the teams that are in Carabao Cup. To play all this competition, you've got to have a solid squad depth, not just a squad depth, solid squad depth. And
yes.
That's why many teams are investing on players as early as possible. Get players quickly, and then you can bring competition in the whole team. And that's what I think we need to start looking at. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those bad days, but I never believed I would go into the new year losing a match. But yeah, we're going to come back. Believe me, guys. Yeah,
100%. We love that positivity. It looks like we
come back stronger.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your feedback. You made some really, really good, solid points there. And
thank you.
I love your positivity and your faith, you know, despite the result today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Charlie.
I've got a few other people waiting, so I'm going to drop you out and bring in the
no
next
problem.
person.
That's fine.
All right,
that's
thank
all right.
you. All right, let's bring in Abby. Cool. Hello, Abby. How are you?
Hello, Gunners.
How are you? Where are you located?
Hello, guys. Hello, Gunners. Hey.
What country are you located in?
What the country I'm in?
Yes.
I'm in Dubai. I'm in Dubai now.
Wow,
But
beautiful.
yeah, but I'm from Africa, Uganda.
Oh,
So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
thank you for
For
joining.
me, yeah, thank you. For me, at first, I'm okay with Ateta. Ateta started very well, and he has
Mhm,
been doing very well. I'm proud of him. Yeah, because where we were now is a change. He has been doing well. He has got the players, and they gave him money, and he bought some new players who are working well. But you know, last time the problem we faced is that we didn't have enough squad to compete. So he brought in some players, some new players, so that if a player is injured or a player is tired, you can rotation. As you see, Man City, they had
mhm.
a lot of squad depth. Arsenal has squad depth, but the problem is not using the players well. Because when you see now, like this game and another game, we lost to Liverpool. Like today's game, let me talk about today's game. The attitude of the players they are playing ball, but they look a little bit tired. Look at Bakayo Saka.
Yeah,
He looks a
same thing
little bit
that
tired.
Yang is saying.
He
Yeah,
gets into the box, but he's wondering, but he's tired. When you
yeah,
look at Martinelli, he's good, but he's not like the same Martinelli. But that time when he's making substitution, he makes late substitution. Let's say like a person who can play in Bakayo Saka's place is Nelson.
yes.
So some games let Saka come in as a substitute. Let
Mm,
Nelson start.
yeah,
So later in the second half, then you bring in Bakayo Saka. You understand? But when you bring in Nelson, when the game has already been messed, he can do nothing. If someone has ever played football, you need to pick up. By the time they bring you, you're on pressure. You need to do this. Uh, Look at Smith Rowe. I see Martin Ondegaard. He looks a little bit tired.
hmm,
When you look at the game with Liverpool, there's where even he caught the ball in the box. Whenever you see a player doing such things, it shows he's either unfit or he's tired. The body is tired. He's good, but you need to rest him. There's a player who can play in that role. Smith Rowe. Give
yeah,
Smith Rowe first half, then you bring Martin on the guard. Let him rest a little bit. We are playing good, but there is something I see in our players, the fatigue. Those games, 90 minutes. How many games we have played. The players get tired. That's
especially
a
now
problem.
Champions League as well.
Hmm?
Especially now that we've got our Champions League games as well that we play in
And
them
now
in.
we got Champions League. And again, when you see last season, we are topping that table. Everyone had given up. Like Arsenal, we are taking it. There
Mm,
are games he had to change, but time reached when Bayakayo was tired. Players were tired. We had Jaginho. Jaginho, he was not bringing in Jaginho. You understand? And Thomas Partey started to get tired. They're saying Thomas Partey is, oh no, he was tired. So I think he should rotate players and make good substitution very well. Now, I don't know up to now why Smith Rowe is not being used. The guy trains, but is not being used. Again, I don't know. Okay, Raya is good, but last season, Ramsdale, he made a lot of saves for us to make us be where we were and to make us qualify for Champions League. We were playing well, but the keeper made a lot of saves. I don't know why he put Raya. Although Raya is good, he has a good touch on the ball, he can control the game. But now I see there is something which is advantageous to Ramsdale. Raya is short. Whenever me, I was a striker. I used to play football. But you look at the weakness of the keeper. When they take long balls up, Raya cannot catch those balls. You see
mm,
that goal Mohamed Salah scored.
yeah.
Although the champ made a mistake, but I expected Raya to close it. They are
Mm.
scoring such goals. But Ramsey, he saved us last season. So I think now it's a good time we should try our first goalkeeper should come in. because there
Yeah,
are some teams when the players are not playing well, you need a keeper to save to make a day. But if the players are not playing well and the keeper cannot save you, then we shall end up losing.
absolutely. I'm just checking the height of the goalkeepers. So just to sort of reflect on the
Uh, uh,
point you made.
again, there's a game I saw Brazil was playing. They tried Martinelli. They tried Martinelli in striking line. Martinelli really performed and scored a goal for Brazil. When
Mm,
you look at Martinelli at start, when we are lacking striker, I thought at one time Ateta would transform Martinelli to a striker because when you look at the striking line forward, because Martinelli is tall, is very fast. If he's attacking you, that defenders should they're always having problems. So now when you see Jesus is a good player, is a team player. He's not a striker. He's a team player. He will not score like so many goals in the league, but he's a team player. He supports. When you look at Nketiah is good, but he lacks. Is not too much fast, although he's good. So I expected him to shift Martinelli in striking, and then use maybe Trossard up.
and
But
that's what we was expecting to see, isn't it? We
eh,
all thought, okay, Martinelli would come in and he will be playing in that number 9 position, you know, when he did actually come back.
yeah, and he also should know, he should learn from Wenger and other coaches how they have been doing because uh, there are games, this team gives me hard time, and you need to change the tactics according to which player will handle which player. So like last season, I was thinking maybe does Ateta watch clips of the old games we have played? Let me say for the game for Liverpool. Last season, we dropped points at Anfield
Mhm.
because Salah is too fast. So he needs someone who can mark in very well, who is hard like Tomiyasu. Although Tomiyasu was not there, but at least you can, the Wenger days, you could see Muhammad Ernini, can tell him go and play left back because you can handle him very well, though you are a midfielder. So at times a coach needs to change tactics. I saw with Ferguson. He used to bring O'Shea. He tells him today you are going to play here, though that is not your position. So I think Ateta needs to make some tactics, some new changes to give players who are not playing a chance also to play. But otherwise, the team is still strong. What I see, they're a little bit tired.
Mhm.
Ateta need to rest some players, and Ateta should try to defend one goal. I know he's used to this system of attacking open play, but when you score one goal, try to defend it fast to
Mhm.
close areas. Mourinho. I
Yeah.
like Mourinho. Those guys.
A few of
Even
you made this
the
point.
even the Wenger times, there are games. If he knows the game is hard, you would see maybe Edu. He would pack a lot of midfielders. Then
Mm.
he uses only one player, maybe Thierry Henry to forward. Others are midfielders to hold the ball. When he scores, again he brings in another midfielder. Then it goes 1-0, Arsenal winning. But I see Ateta, the matches we have lost, we score fast. Then they come from behind. Today I've seen Gabriel arguing with Declan Rice. He was trying to tell him don't overmove. I think
Yeah.
Ateta should tell his guys that if we get a goal, let's try to defend it.
Mm.
And I see the players they are playing with pressure.
Yeah.
Like
A lot.
last season, yeah, they have a lot of pressure. I don't know why they are not cooling down. We play like last time to cool down, but they are playing. You see, with the Martinelli reaches box, but he's panicking. He doesn't
Mm.
know where the net is. Something which was not there last season.
Yeah, I imagine as well, maybe because we came so close to winning the Premier League last season, and it's almost as if now the pressure is even greater because it's like, all right, we can get this far. So then the expectations, increase as well. But you have made some really, really good, solid points. And, a key thing that you were saying about, perhaps trying something different with our style of play. I think that is a great point that you're making as well, because then we won't be so predictable, because I feel like that is the problem. You know, they know what they're going to do.
If it was like today, if I was Ateta, because you know this game, you know Bakayo Saka is very good. I expected him. Not some Arsenal guys will not like this. You bring Bakayo Saka to striking line. You know,
Yeah.
Bakayo disturbs defenders. He
Mhm.
cuts him. He goes 1-on-1. You bring him, then you bring Nelson in the other wing where Bakayo is playing. You understand? So
Yeah.
that the defenders are put on pressure. But when you bring in someone who is very slow, who cannot scare defenders, you know, defenders when they look at someone, they get scared of you. They start to make mistakes.
Exactly.
But
Force the mistakes out of them.
yeah, you saw that with Faggy. You could use maybe Ronaldo goes striking line today. You understand? Thierry Henry used to come from the wing sometimes, then bank up comes here. You know, it used to change. So I think I should change, should be more tactical.
Exactly.
Otherwise, now the teams we are playing, they know us, they know the style we are using. So they come knowing who is playing here, who is playing here.
Yeah.
So if he changes that, I think we are still have chances. We still have chances. It's
Yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
The good thing is if we lose now, because last season we lost towards the end of the season. We didn't have time to correct ourselves. But if we are getting mistakes have already been seen. If they correct them now, we still have a chance. We still have a chance because we still have more games. Yeah, that is it.
100%. Well, thank you so much, Abby, for coming and sharing your thoughts. There's some really good
Another
points that you've made.
another thing I would like to say
Yeah.
is another thing which I'm not happy with Ateta. Although Ateta is good, I give him credit. But you know, when you're a coach, when you notice something, you must be able to change something very fast. Now you see, Zechenko is not so good in left back. Now it's good if Zechenko is not around. But other games, if he keeps bringing him, he's not good in left back. But he's good when he has the ball.
Yeah.
When he moves in the midfield, he's very good, very, 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 very creative. So at times you need to remove Kai Havertz to make Zechenko move in that area to create more chances. When the game is not moving, like the game of I'll give Liverpool game, though he was not here. Mohamed Salah was beating Zechenko, and the time we used to see Zechenko moving, he was he was he was he was looking very like someone who is not in the game until when he moved in the middle, then the game changed. So there are things I expect Ateta to observe very fast and change, not to wait last minute. Like today, though Tomiyachi came in, it was very good. He started Kiwi there. Tomiyachi came in, but the thing I expected him to tell the back is to tell Tomiyachi to stop moving in front, to stay behind. That's what Declan Rice was. I saw Declan Rice with Gabriel. They were exchanging words. Actually, Gabriel was telling Rice not to overmove. So otherwise, the team is good. If Ateta makes some new changes, some new tactics, we are still on it. Yeah. But thanks so much for always presenting to us. You know, now I'm feeling very bad now. At least I can smile. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now I have my hopes back. I think we shall do very well.
Oh, well, I'm happy to hear it. And thank you so much.
Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, Gunners.
Yes, Happy New Year to all of our Gooners out there. And thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Some really, really good, solid points you made there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening or day.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, so lovely to have you guys come on and join. And you guys have made some really, really good points. And I think if we sort of sum up all of the points that you guys have made, you know, players are looking a bit tired. So, you know, make some changes. We have got other options. You guys want to see players fighting for their positions, you know. So, yep, oh, I've got someone else. Oh, yeah. Players fighting for their positions. So yeah, you guys are making some good, solid points. You know, hopefully we can make some changes as well. And I think we are all on the same page as well when we're saying that what it is that we're doing is a bit too predictable. And you guys are saying, you know, you want to see something a bit different. You know, if you're leading, you know, park the bus a bit. And, you know, I guess there's nothing wrong with doing that because, you know, oppositions ain't really going to suss us out that much. So some really good, solid points. I'm happy. Do you know, you guys have actually brightened up my evening, like after speaking to you guys, knowing that, do you know what, you guys still have faith and hope in the team. Like that's actually putting a smile on my face because I can't lie. When I started this live, I was like, mate, I'm so deflated. You know, it's one of them moments where you're like, I just don't even want to talk. Like I felt proper upset, but you guys just come in and sharing your thoughts and your opinions and leaving on a positive note has really, you know, perked me up a lot. And I guess it makes you realize, you know, the bigger picture that we are only halfway through the season. We have still got time to sort of make a change. And although I do know this, but you know, in these moments, you just sort of forget some of the qualities. So yeah, you guys have actually really brightened me up and you brought that positivity back out of me. So yeah, thank you so much guys for coming live and sharing your thoughts. Future saying, Charlene, love you so much. And I love you guys so much as well. You guys are all amazing. And this is what I say about, you know, the Arsenal fan base. Like we stick together. Us Gooners are a community, yeah? We're with each other through the thick, the thin, everything, the heartache, the pain, the hurt. We are there for each other. And that is what it's all about, because it's absolutely gutting when you do win a game and results just don't go the way that you want it to. Ashake saying, have a happy new year, Charlene. God bless you, darling. Cheers. And I'm wishing you all a happy new year also. Listen, our next game will be at home to Liverpool in the FA Cup. You know, I'm hoping that the team just takes a bit of a breather, a bit of time to just relax mentally as well as physically as well. You know, your emotional state obviously has a big part as well on the performances that you put out on the pitch. So, you know, just have a break, have a breather, have some rest, and let's come back and start 2024 strong. You know, us Arsenal fans are behind the team. We still have faith. We still have hope. We still feel like we can win something this season. So yeah, I just want to take this opportunity as well to wish you guys all a happy new year. It's been great speaking to you guys. Thank you all for your contributions, whether, you know, you've just sat watching the show, whether you've been active in the comments, to all of you guys who have came live with me as well. Thank you so much. Your support's appreciated. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you've enjoyed today's shows as well, make sure you like the videos because there's going to be plenty more content coming. I'm just going to end on a couple of comments here. Rennie B saying, bye, Charlene. Happy New Year. I hope Arsenal first victory on 2024. And yeah, we are feeling, you know, we've still got that belief that we will win something. Love your positive speak. Thank you. Thank you. And I love you guys' positivity as well. Bye, Shah. Hope you have a blessed New Year's. Don't let this team put you down. Nope. We stick together. We pull through together. Happy New Year to you guys also. Charlene, thank you for having me on. Have a great 2024 and a good new year. And yeah, good and happy new year to you guys. What are you guys doing to celebrate? Is anyone celebrating New Year's? I'm just going to have a quiet one. I'll be completely honest. I make 1,000 subscribe. Oh, are you going to make 1,000 people subscribe? I think I've surpassed, well, I have surpassed 1,000 subscribers, but yeah, if you could get me 1,000 more, that'd be fantastic. Everyone's welcome here. Charlene, are you doing a live preview for the Liverpool game next Sunday? Yes, I will be back to do a live preview game for the Liverpool game. I will do it a few hours before the kickoff time because I am going to be at the AFTV studio. So I will post it on my social medias. So yeah, stay tuned. But I will be doing a live before that game. So make sure you guys come and join me. It's always a pleasure having you on, Ashoke. Rogers, I'm actually going to come off now. And what I'll do is the next live we do, I will put it in the comments. So you guys could just click the link or follow the link. And that is what will give you access to come and join me live. Ashoke saying, I'm going to church tonight. Oh, that's amazing. That is a great way to go into the new year. So yeah, enjoy church. Rennie B saying, I'm celebrating New Year with my older brother. It's his birthday. Oh, happy birthday to your older brother. I hope you guys have a great celebration. I want to join live chat next time. How do I do it? Yeah, so it will be, what I'll do is next time I'm going to post it in the comment and I'm going to pin it. So you guys can make a note of it. You can click the link or whatever, and you'll be able to join me live. And yeah, I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys. You guys are honestly all amazing. Thank you so much for joining. It's always a great pleasure. Listen, have a happy new year. You guys have put a nice smile on my face again. I'm happy. I'm feeling positive again. I feel like, yeah, next year is going to be our year. I'm not doing anything for New Year. I'm just having a nice, quiet, low-key one. So yeah, nothing too wild and exciting for me. I'll be with my children and yeah, we'll just have a chilled one. That is our plans. Charlene, will you be back on after the Liverpool game? I will be back on after the Liverpool game as well. Perfect. You are the best. Happy 2024. You guys are the best. And I'm wishing you all a happy 2024 also. Guys, listen, I'm sending love in abundance to you. Thank you so much for joining this stream. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Someone is blushing now. You guys always make me blush. Thank you for putting a lovely smile back on my face as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next year. Enjoy your New Year's. I'm Charlene Smith. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I'll see you next year. Goodbye for now. Sending lots of love. Mwah. Bye.